Dive into a forgotten world of beautiful Swiss villages up in the Alps. This is Goms, the home to some of the rawest villages and well, to probably one of the most Instagrammable suspension bridges of Switzerland. In this video I'm going to convince you why the villages of Goms deserve more attention. I'm presenting you my full travel guide for Goms, Switzerland. Hello everyone! Welcome back to my channel Demographic. In today's video I'm guiding you through the forgotten but beautiful villages of Obergoms. Currently I'm standing in Munster. It's the biggest of these three villages which I'm going to show you. If you like anything about traveling and culture, then you're right in this channel, so you're most welcome to subscribe. And also don't forget to activate the notification bell so you get informed for every new upload. As I said, I will guide you through three villages, so there's a lot to see, so let's go and explore them together. In order to reach Goms, there are three ways. Either you can take the road over the Forka Pass, you come from Visp, or you take the train tunnel from Realp. Definitely the most convenient way is to take the train tunnel, and it's actually quite fun. One way will cost you 32 Swiss francs and it doesn't matter how many people are in the car. The train has started moving now. It's about a 20 minutes journey and we'll see you on the other side of the valley. Having arrived in Oberwallis, it's only a few minutes to reach Ulrichen, which is the uppermost village among these three that I'm going to present you in today's video. It's a village full of beautiful wooden houses that are very typical for the Swiss Alps, especially for this region in the canton of Wallis. This Stadel is a storage house, so usually people in the past were storing wheat. And what's very unique, they're standing on these wooden pillars, which you can see here, and they have those stone plates. So what is the purpose of putting these plates? First of all, the house is standing on pillars to make sure that there's no moisture coming from the soil, to ensure that the wheat inside is not getting wet. And because of these plates, the rats and the mice, they can actually not enter the house, which is quite a smart solution. The village is quite small, why I recommend you to reserve around half an hour to explore it. Having been to this town several times, I do have to say it's definitely the best to come here during winter when there is a lot of snow. The second village to visit is Munster, which is the largest one within Goms. Munster is an attractive destination, especially during winter, as there are many families who come here to teach their kids skiing. Besides that, the village charms with its many beautiful wooden houses and a wonderful church. Definitely, this Catholic church is a must-visit should you do a stop here in Munster. With all its gold and frescoes, the interior is very alluring. Now let's switch from winter to spring and explore the lower part of the village. Here you can cross the creek by walking over this picturesque wooden bridge, and again you get to see plenty of traditional wooden houses that are very characteristic for the canton of Wallis. This is one of the traditional houses here in Oberwallis. As you can see, it's almost entirely made out of wood. In the past, actually people used to live here, but in today's times people only come here for holidays. In these days, these villages only have a few remaining inhabitants, but maybe in the future this may change again. I really love this village Munster. It's so beautiful. It's actually such a pity that almost nobody's here. Myself, now I'm enjoying the raw sights of Switzerland, and I really highly recommend you to come here. It's really beautiful and very peaceful. If you want to see a different side of Switzerland, then these villages here are the perfect place. After roaming around, it's time to head to the last village before you're visiting the Goms Bridge. Before we are heading to the Goms bridge, I'm presenting you the third and last village in this video, and it's called Biel. You can see here the church comes in a very typical architecture for this region. The roof has these typical scales, and then also here you have those wooden houses which are very characteristic for Wallis and Goms. It's important to not confuse Biel Wallis with the world-famous city of the same name that lays in the canton of Bern. That one would actually be the global capital for watchmaking. Because of its small size, Biel is quickly explored, but it's definitely worth to make a stop here. Especially during spring and summer, many farmers are up here with their animals, and you may get an insight into their traditional lifestyle. The villages of Goms are not only about the traditional houses. In fact, from here you have a brilliant view up to the summits. You can see there is still a lot of snow. It's now spring, so everything down here is already turning green. And now it's time for the highlight of your trip, the amazing Goms Bridge. This suspension bridge has been built a few years ago and quickly became an Instagram hotspot in Switzerland. Well, it's definitely not a surprise. The view and the experience here are just phenomenal. Whether you come here during winter or summer, it's always going to be great here, actually even during rainy days. I'm now standing in the middle of the bridge. You can see the valley is very deep and it goes all the way up there. Yeah, it looks really fantastic, and it's also a bit thrilling because it's very high up, it's very shaky and very windy. The river that you can see is the Rhone, which has its offspring at the Rhone Glacier, a place that I featured in one of my previous videos. This is definitely one of the best suspension bridges to visit in Switzerland, and hold your breath, it's completely free to visit. Switzerland is not always expensive. Especially outside the touristy areas, it's reasonably priced. Actually, this is one of the places that you should visit to experience the real rural side of this alluring country. These were the amazing villages of Goms and the suspension bridge. From here, there are a lot of great places that you can visit. For example, you can go to Zermatt. There you can witness the world-famous Matterhorn. But you can also go to Goms, which is a little bit prettier and less touristy. Another great place would be Ulrichen, especially during February when there is carnival. Over there you will get to see a very different and native form of carnival. Also interesting may be Evolène in the Val d'Hérens. That's another beautiful but underrated village of Switzerland. And well, if you want to go in the opposite direction, then maybe you want to head up to the Furka Pass. Over there you can visit the ice cave at the Rhone Glacier. This is definitely one of the big highlights among the amazing attractions of Switzerland. These were the three beautiful villages of Goms. I hope you have enjoyed watching it. If you're new to this channel and haven't subscribed yet, then you're most welcome to do that now. I very much appreciate that. So that's it from my side. We're going to see each other very soon.